Today we want to have a closer look at the early years of Ferdinand Porsche and how he got to cars. He was born on 3rd of September 1875 in Maffersdorf, Bohemia. That is a small village near Reichenberg in the area which is Czech Republic today. Before the First World War, this was the Austro-Hungarian Empire, or also KUK Empire. A German-speaking empire, but with lots of different cultures and minorities. The capital was Vienna. At the time, around 5,000 people were living in Maffersdorf. Around 17% were Czech. The region was famous for its textile industry and people moved into the region to work here. The local company Ginsky even produced the largest carpet in the world and sent it to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in New York, later in 1924. So, in this little village lives the young, successful tinsmith Anton Porsche. His father, Ferdinand Porsche, was a tailor and farmer. His grandfather, Anton Porsche, was a weaver, carpenter and mechanic for hydro systems, so he built channels in the local area. And his great-grandfather, Wenzel Porsche, was a royal messenger. So anyway, the Catholic family Porsche, whose name appears in the church book in the 15th century for the first time, lives in the area for a long time, and Anton Porsche is a popular young man who is very active in the community. He is vice mayor, founding member of the local firefighters, commander of the local veterans club, and founding member of the local education club. In 1871 he marries Anna Ehrlich, daughter of a weaver from the next city Reichenberg. Anton and Anna get 5 children. Traditionally, the oldest children have the parents' names, Anton and Anna. The third child is Ferdinand, named after his grandfather. And the 2 younger children are Hedwig and Oskar. Anton Porsche's tinsmith company has 20 employees and is additionally trading with coal and offering bus services with horses. So everyone in the village knows if you want to heat your house or you need a transport, go to Porsche. Traditionally, the oldest son should take over the family business, and so Anton is preparing for it. After he finished school with 14, he starts working in his father's workshop. And then the unbelievable happens. The oldest son Anton dies during a work accident in his father's workshop. It's a big shock for the family. And the successor isn't there anymore. Next son in line is Ferdinand. But until now, Ferdinand grew up knowing that he wouldn't become a tinsmith. And so he was interested in a lot of other topics, especially the new upcoming electricity. Ferdinand is good at school and likes to build things. He even goes to evening courses to learn about electricity. At home, he likes to electrify door handles and puts electric lights on his ice skates to use them at night. He creates a little workshop in the loft of the house. His father Anton didn't like it and said he should stop with this nonsense and focus on the important things. In rage, he even destroyed his son's workshop in the loft and only stopped when he ruined his trousers with battery acid. Now he builds more useful things, like an electric doorbell when he was 13. Ferdinand finishes school with 14, and just like his older brother before, he starts working in his father's company. But his main interest is still in electricity. He secretly builds an electric system in his parents' house with generator, distributor and electric light. When the father comes home, he flips the switch and suddenly the whole house is alight. At this time, not even houses in the next city Reichenberg had electric light, only the big carpet factory Ginsky. The father was impressed because now he had some modern technology not many others had. But it didn't change his plan for Ferdinand. Ferdinand's parents had big plans for him. Mr. Bergmann was a wealthy man and director of the big carpet factory Ginsky. He had a daughter named Antonia, and Ferdinand should marry her. This would bring the successful tinsmith together with the world-famous factory, and they could make a step up to become a wealthy family. But it didn't quite work out that way. Anton Porsche sent his son to do work in the Ginsky factory to get to know people there, and, very important, to meet Antonia. But when Ferdinand was there to fix things for his father's business, an electric company from Vienna was there as well, to service the electric system of the factory. The company was the Vereinigte Elektrizitäts AG Bela Egger, in short VEAG. Their work caught Porsche's interest. He was chatting to the staff and helping them. They were impressed by the skills and knowledge of the young boy. Ferdinand made his decision. He wanted to work for them. The owner of the factory, Wilhelm Ginsky, was very happy with Porsche's work in his factory and he supported him. He helped him to get an apprenticeship at VEAG in Vienna. His parents were not impressed, but his mother could persuade his father to let him go because Ferdinand clearly has other interests and he is good in what he's doing. And they still have the younger son Oscar. And so in 1893, 18 years old, and after learning how to be a tinsmith in his father's company, Ferdinand Porsche left his home and moved to Vienna. His brother Oscar took over the father's business later. Without a study or any qualification in electricity, Ferdinand now worked as an electrician. Now he was doing what he loved. Exactly what he secretly did in his parents' house before was now his daily job. One of his first projects was to electrify Schloss Schönbrunn in Vienna. It only took 4 years for the boy from the small and faraway village to work his way up from an electrician to the head of the research department. For his daily way to work, he electrified his bicycle with an 8-edged electric motor, the so-called octagon. At work, he developed an electric wheel hub motor and received a patent for it in 1896. And he also got to know the secretaries, and one of them became his girlfriend, Aloysia Kees, daughter of a tailor from Vienna. Meanwhile, the royal carriage builder Ludwig Lohner didn't want to go down like the rest of the industry, and instead he wanted to build cars now. After he unsuccessfully designed a car with combustion engine, he instead went to VEAG, to the experts for everything electric, and electrified one of his carriages together with them. Ferdinand Porsche, as the head of the research department, was his contact at VEAG, and together they designed the Egger-Lohner C2 in 1898. Unsurprisingly, also this car had an octagon electric motor, just like Porsche's bicycle. Ludwig Lohner was so impressed by the skills of Porsche that he offered him a job as technical director, and from 1899 Porsche worked for Lohner, building cars. And now his career really started. So the boy from a small village worked his way up without study or other qualifications, but with exceptional skills. And now he is a car designer. So I hope you liked this look back in history, and if you did, please consider to become a B-Sport Club member for more videos like this. See you at the next one.